Hello, hello, hello. As an expert in people pleasing, I am here to bring you another series. Today, I'm here to show you or answer some questions of why do I freeze in conversations? So, I have a lot of history in this. Okay. So, there's a lot to people pleasing, and you won't necessarily have every single behavior or um, pattern within your own specific people pleaser. It's kind of like this own genetic makeup of, who you are and where you came from and your conditions that you grew up in and the patterns that it created. So you're kind of super unique. But a lot of us can actually relate to very, very similar ones. So that's why I'm doing a little bit of a generic thing with a couple examples for you so that you can kind of find and fine tune which ones actually work for you and how you can relate or which ones you relate to. So when you have a hard time speaking up for yourself or you find yourself in crowds with people where all of a sudden you dim your light, you were like kind of chit chatting, and all of a sudden maybe some person walks up and you're like, ooh, I'm not as big as them. I'm not as good as them. I'm not as pretty as them. I'm not as intelligent as them. I don't have as much as them. And all of a sudden, for whatever reason, and or it could have been a trigger person where they are like always hurting you, hurting your feelings. You have a lot of history. And then all of a sudden there might be like an inward pull. There might be just like okay, I'm just not going to say anything. It's different than when like someone just really intelligent or someone really that you really have respect and value for walks in the door or walks into the room or comes up close to you and you just shut up because you want to hear them. Okay. You want to hear them. You want to gain their wisdom. You want to you're like, what do I have to say? I want to know. Tell me the things, right? That is different than the like freezing of your nervous system because you don't think you are valuable enough. Okay. So a lot of this stems because you don't actually register yourself in these conversations. Okay. You are so busy scanning other people and scanning the room for safety that when you feel like something is going to add conflict in this conversation or this person is going to add conflict and or question you, how dare they question you? How dare they? Can't you just have an opinion and not get a question about it, right? Like this, like an aggressive question back, like challenging your opinion, right? Like, again, we're talking about opinions here, unless it's like a fact you're stating or something, right? People will just do this. They will challenge you to kind of have this, especially more of like the aggressive energy people. They will be a little more like, prove it. Tell me why, and or you have the continuous researching people that are like, tell me everything about that. Why would you know that? And you're like, I don't know. This is just something I'm gaining clarity on. Right. But you feel all of a sudden like, oh, shut up. Right. Like stop speaking because you literally can't speak and or you start stuttering or you're like, you get sweaty palms, sweaty palms. My squeaky chair. I literally, every time I move, it squeaks. So if you hear that, it's comfy though. Sweaty palms are a big sign as well. So you are so busy scanning to make sure that you are safe. Heaven forbid you actually speak up. Okay. So this is a nervous system response as well. And I know for sure that I have had, I mean, really again, until a few years ago, and I might actually catch myself in a room and kind of depending upon who the people are. So at every level, you have new challenges, but the challenges get easier. At the beginning stages, you're constantly in a state of like fawning, tucking inward, freezing, just being scared about so many things, and everything seems so overwhelming. But I promise, if you keep doing little bits and pieces of work, and again, my book is like coming out and like it's available. I'm so excited. You'll see other videos on this and you will find out where to purchase it. I can't believe it. This is like a dream come true. I've written children's books, if you don't know, all about based upon a dog that I had. She was 15. She's since passed away, but true life adventures of hers. And she tells 6 different emotions through 6 different stories based upon her life for children. So I have already published books, but this one, oh, this one is even nearer and dearer to my heart because it is my life story as a people pleaser and connecting it back to you to help you open the door to the first steps of healing. So I'm so excited. I am so excited. So this is the first video in this new series. I will see you in the next one in just a couple of days. Hopefully you can start doing a few little nuggets. So what I would do is in this one is maybe just start journaling, like, who do I shut down with? In what circumstances do I find myself dimming my light because of someone that walks in, because I have self-doubt? Where do I doubt myself? So follow the little squirrel trail and become aware of who mainly or when you are doing this. All right. I'll see you in the next one, friends.